Hello there, good afternoon. I hope you're having a great Saturday. Um, it's not the biggest secret in the world that I believe, and I have believed for a very long time, that Eastenders has had major creative issues for over a decade. But what I have seen this year, since after EastEnders Live, has been an absolute disgrace. EastEnders Live I enjoyed, but since after that, it's been absolutely awful this year again. And I thought we got past this. I thought Dominic Treadwell Collins did a great job from October to February after EastEnders Live. And then we went back to the same mundane way of doing this soap. The characters are boring, especially the new characters. And any time the BBC are asked by the media, why this and why that, well, you can't please everyone. Why there's so many Carters? You can't please everyone. Why are the Carters so boring? Well, you can't please everyone. Yeah, you're looking at it, and you're trying to fathom. We've had we've had so little storytelling since after EE Live. We've been dragging out Bobby killing Lucy and keeping it a secret. Now, the other day, Dominic Treadwell Collins, the EastEnders boss, said he wants to examine if Bobby was evil. So that's next year sorted out then. Basically, this is something they could have explored straight after Bobby was revealed as the killer. But oh no, they dragged it out and they were hiding the fact and whispering behind closed doors about Bobby killing Lucy. And they've dragged it from February, haven't they? February, yeah? March, April, May, June, July. That's over 6 months. That's over half a year. 7 months since Bobby was revealed as Lucy's killer. Now let's be honest about who killed Lucy. Now after EE Live we all said what a wonderful story. It was actually a badly constructed story with a very good conclusion. If you look at it from the beginning and the middle, Who Killed Lucy was boring. It was crap. First of all, they revealed she was on drugs. Quite a big deal while she was still alive. Actually, they should have went down the Twin Peaks route, which was actually to reveal she was on drugs after she died. That would have had more mileage and more excitement within her death. And that would have put the stakes up to who could have killed her. Now, let me discuss about Bobby being the killer. Now, if done properly, this could have been fascinating. But it wasn't done properly. It wouldn't have even surprised me if they decided that week, oh, let's make it Bobby. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Dominic Treadwell Collins tries to come across as someone who's got a plan. I don't necessarily think the geezer's got a plan. It's amazing to me because there's been times when I've had high respect for this man. But then he does lots of things and you think, what is he doing here? Why did he bring in Denise Van Outen earlier this year? What was the point of that? The girl can't even act. Pretty girl, wouldn't say no. She was good on The Big Breakfast. I'm sure she's great. She's a great singer and all of that, or whatever else she does, but she's not an actress. That was embarrassing. That was embarrassing. And if all else fails and you don't want to develop interesting characters with good stories, why don't you just go off and start name dropping Benedict Cumberbatch and Ross Kemp? Let's get this clear. Benedict Cumberbatch, I don't care if he's an old mate of Dominic Treadwell Collins, will never be in EastEnders at this point. If EastEnders is run properly, in an exciting, compelling way, creating exciting characters, it becomes a big type of Game of Thrones event or something like that, and I'm sure Benedict Cumberbatch would be more than happy. Ross Kemp will not come back to EastEnders. He was already shafted when he came back out of loyalty last time and they made Grant have an affair with Jane, which was awful. So that's not going to happen. And when the man says he's never say never, he's being polite. He's not a rude geezer. He's not going to come out and upset people who admire him for his role in EastEnders. And he feels there's a debt with EastEnders as well because they gave him his big break at the end of the day. So that's why that is. But even if you're the most biased EastEnders fan, you must admit it's pretty dull. Ronnie, let's talk about Ronnie. Ronnie under not Deirdre Santer as such, but Ronnie, if you look at her character in the past, was kind of an interesting, intense character. But especially when Deirdre Santer was running things, when we look at what they did with her when her father was in it, now we got this thing where her and Vincent may have had Charlie Cotton killed. We all know he's not dead anyway. It's just a pointless little storyline. Her little kiss and cuddle and sleep sessions with Vincent are pointless. This is not the Ronnie that we all like. They made her boring. When Dominic Treadwell Collins first took over, he talked about her being a Darth Vader type of character. I was so excited when I heard the man talk like this. I actually tear-ducked. I got so emotional about it. I thought, wow, this guy finally is going to come in and make EastEnders exciting. Oh no, we're not going to do that. We're just going to carry on, misleading the viewer. EastEnders, one thing EastEnders needs is a transparent investigation to see how it's run, because its creative problems do not go down to one showrunner, Dominic Treadwell Collins, Brian Kirkwood, who twice has been on Hollyoaks and done an amazing job as he is now. So you can't exactly put that at his door, can you? And then you've got this situation of you look at it and you think, this has got to be down to the BBC at the end of the day. It's their show. They're are they putting the pressure on the showrunner to make EastEnders this way? It's just when you see how ITV have beaten EastEnders into submission by clashing Emmerdale on at the same time. And the reason Emmerdale keeps on winning is because ITV made it clear from the very beginning when showrunner Kate Oakes took over, we want you to take this show on another level. We want it to be a soap, but we want it to be a new age soap. We want drama, we want intensity, we want to show the audience something we haven't shown them before, and take them to places they thought we would never take them. That's what Kate Oakes has done so well with Emmerdale, and that's why she's getting the biggest gig on TV, which is Coronation Street. And obviously that's a bit of a mess. And Stuart Blackburn's quite interesting. He's made a lot of wrong decisions on Coronation Street, but Coronation Street under him has reached peak audiences, big audiences at times. So that's kind of an interesting one. And that's something that EastEnders doesn't manage to do either. So, as I said, over a decade, big mess, the lack of character, and all they do is keep on bringing old characters. Robbie, I love Robbie, but what was the point really of bringing him in for a few weeks and booting him out again? That's, if you're going to bring him back for good. The actor's up for it, by the way, as we all know. But that's the problem, isn't it? So reliant on old characters. When they bring them back, they mess them up as well. Paul Nicholas was really excited to hear he was coming in as Gavin. But when you look at him on screen, he looks so old. And I mean, I'm not being ageist or anything, but I mean, I'm no spring chicken, but he just looks like he can barely stand up. And this is a problem if you're trying to make a character intimidating. Kathy's reveal on EE Live was amazing, but the stuff that they've done since and the dragging out has been awful. I'm looking forward to her reunion with Ian, of course I am. But after that, what have we got? Nobody knows. The storytelling this year has been so wafer thin, and now and again, and EastEnders, Team EastEnders seem more interested in getting your votes for soap awards than actually producing a quality piece of drama. So you are the fans, you're the viewers, you pay for the BBC, you are the bosses. No matter what they say, you can't please everyone. You can do something about it. I have an idea that can make EastEnders the biggest show ever. Get behind me. Let's do this, because at this moment in time, and for a long time, EastEnders has flattered to deceive. Thank you very much. We'll talk again. Press like on the page.